downshifts, I'm telling you. Woo, got the pops. Man, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope you guys are having a great rest of your day, start to your day, whatever time it may be. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about Boost. Now, I can't believe that it is already April. I mean, the year is already a quarter over, or almost, literally, and it's gonna be happening like that. We're almost at that time to be getting ready to boost the car. Now, in this video, I kind of want to have a discussion. We're gonna be chilling, we're gonna be cruising, we're gonna be talking about what is the best application to go with when boosting a Shelby GT350. Turbo versus supercharger. So if you guys enjoy the content on the channel and want to stay up to date with the build, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on those post notifications. And for those of you who have a boosted GT350, whether it be a turbo or a supercharger, let me know what option you went with, why you did it, and if you had one or the other and switched between one or the other, let me know why, because I'm really curious to see what your guys' opinions and experiences are. Let me go ahead and roll my windows a little bit because we are going to be going ahead and just discussing some things in this vid. Now, for me personally, I've been doing some research. Actually, before I even bought the car, I was already kind of doing research on what application I wanted to go with. And I'm like dead set, like 95% sure that I'm gonna be going the supercharged route. Now, this is partially because I've already experienced a turbo car. Nothing wrong with turbo cars, absolutely nothing wrong with turbo cars, but in all reality, I think with the V8 platform, I think I'm more of a supercharger guy, as weird as that sounds, because theoretically a turbo would technically be, you know, the better option for power, but just based off how I enjoy the car, how I like to have my car set up, and how I like to have my cars feel, I think the supercharged route would be best for me. Now, personally, I think that I'm gonna be going not the Whipple route, not the Vortech route, not the Procharger route, but I think I'm gonna be going the ESS route. Now, ESS in the Coyote platform is literally, they go hand to hand. They're amazing. With all the new head units coming out right now, it's a more modern approach to the centrifugal supercharger system. You literally can run turbo times with a Sentry blower, which is ridiculous. Like, that is insane to me. And overall, I feel just the ease of use. I'm not even gonna try that with a console right there. Just overall, the ease of use and the feel with the centrifugal supercharger car, I feel that, for me personally, that is something that I'd be more happy with. Now, obviously, with a turbo, you can turn up the power up and down, and you can go ahead and adjust as you see fit. But just overall, the additional maintenance, because you have not one but two turbos you have to go ahead and maintain, I'm not too sure I want to go ahead and put that stress and just that lingering thought in my mind that, you know, I have, you know, double the components that could fail. Because with the centrifugal supercharger, really all you have to worry about is belt slip, and you can kind of mitigate that with the right pulley and belt combination. Now, obviously, with the GT350, this is going to be a top-end car. I mean, these cars do not make a lot of torque at all stock. They make somewhat decent torque once you go ahead and do headers in E85, but everybody knows that these cars are top-end monsters, and, you know, torque really isn't something that you buy a 350 for. Now, obviously, once you go ahead and add boost to it, you can go ahead and significantly increase those numbers. And I see that's why people go ahead and put on a Whipple supercharger. But just based off of what I'm looking for with this car, I mean, I like to have a street car, but at the same time, I'm not gonna lie, I like to have a car that I can get down in Mexico with, and I also like to have a car that if I wanted to, hypothetically, I could drive it like stock, but still make, you know, 850 wheel horsepower. And I feel like that'd be a lot easier to do with this, with the centrifugal supercharger, specifically an ESS G4 head unit, because if I was to have this car boosted right now, just driving right now with an ESS kit, it would literally feel like stock. When I had the 2-valve, literally if I was not going over 4,500 RPMs, the car drove like stock, and it literally made stock power. So that's kind of why I'm leaning toward the centrifugal supercharged route, because of that linear power curve, because the cars be making more power as you get higher up in the RPM band, and overall it's going to feel like an 800 horsepower car when you actually want it to feel like an 800 horsepower car, and not, you know, blowing the tires, you know, on the street 24/7. That's something that I really do want to make sure does not happen with this car, because I really enjoy driving. You guys can tell in the videos, I have an absolute blast driving this GT350, and I don't want to destroy that by adding, you know, 2 turbos on it that I have to maintain. Obviously, once you boost a car, you have to have, you know, maintenance, but you guys know what I mean. And I also really don't want to have a Whipple on the car, because do I need to turn up here? Let me actually get in this lane. I don't really want to have a power adder that I really haven't seen perform to my liking. Now, don't get me wrong, I've seen plenty of fast Whipple GT350s, but just comparing the numbers between just centrifugal supercharger, turbo, and Whipple, I think I'd be more happy with the centrifugal supercharger route. Now, some of you guys might be wondering, you know, why are you not going with Procharger? Why are you not going with Vortech? Well, the reason being is that ESS is a more modern approach to the centrifugal supercharger. I've seen countless examples of ESS blowers on the Coyote platform outperform Vortech and Procharger. Comparable head units. The G3 head unit in the ESS platform, amazing. The G3 with the extra impeller, amazing. It's lighter. It's just overall a more up-to-date approach, and that's kind of what I want to have done with this car. Now, some of you guys might also be wondering, well, you're talking about boost so much, how much power are you actually trying to put down, you know, on this platform? Now, I'm gonna tell you guys this right now, because I've never been in a car that makes over 600 wheel horsepower, I'm gonna take this baby steps. Once I boost this car, I'm aiming for 850 wheel horsepower right off the bat with the use of E85. I'm gonna immediately go ahead and add a fuel system to the car when I boost it. I don't plan on running this car on 93 at all when I do go ahead and add the ESS G4 95 supercharger. I'm going straight E85, and I'm shooting for 850 wheel. Now with that head unit, they're good up to literally 1100 wheel. Now obviously on the street, 1100 wheel is completely useless. It's not relevant. It doesn't matter. At that point, you're spinning, it's not really safe, and it really isn't a street car anymore. Obviously, a lot of people, you know, go ahead and daily drive 1,000 horsepower cars. A lot of people go ahead and, you know, run 1,000 horsepower cars on the regular, but for me personally, I'm not going to do that. I feel that having a nice 850 to, you know, low 900 wheel horsepower car with the ability to go ahead and have headroom if for whatever reason I wanted to turn up the car even more, I think the ESS G4 95 is going to be a great option for me. Now obviously I could do this with a turbo as well, I could do this with a Whipple as well, but just the power delivery and the feel, I think I'd be, number one, be able to control it a lot easier with, okay buddy, I think I'd be able to control it a lot easier with an ESS blower, and I'd be more happy also. But again, let me know down in the comment section right now, for those of you who have Whipples, Prochargers, Vortex, ESS, turbos, how much power are you guys putting down on this. Oh my fucking god. How much power are you guys putting down on the GT350 platform? And is it even usable? Is it even controllable? And are you guys still on the stock engine? But I want to go ahead and like open up a discussion, talk to you guys, and figure out, you know, what route you guys think is best for this platform. Supercharger versus turbo. I'm like 95% dead set on going with ESS, just because I feel that that's going to be the platform that I'm going to be really happy with this vehicle, and complement the power band and making sure that I'm making power all the way up, you know, to 8250 if I do decide to rev it out that much with boost. 8,000 RPMs, theoretically all I would need. Hell, 78 is probably all I would need, to be honest, but I think you guys get the point. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. Man, everybody's flying behind me today. Subscribe to the channel, man, and turn those post notifications. Before you know it, you know, you're gonna get notification in your sub box, you know, first start up with whatever boost application I decide to go with. It's been your boy Ears, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.